Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a super casual video where I'm just going to tell you about everything that's happened to me in the past couple months. Before we get to all the interesting stuff, I just want to mention that the stickers that I'm using today are from plannerpiece.org, which is a website that I created for the planner community. When I first started in the planner community about 2 or 3 years ago, I was disappointed by the lack of planner communities online. Specifically forums is what I was looking for. I know that there's a lot of communities on Facebook, but generally I'm not a Facebook person and I prefer just forums for whatever reason. And there are a couple out there, but they were for very specific planners or purposes, and I just didn't see anywhere that was like a central hub of the planning community. It's probably a bit bold, but I'm hoping my website can fill that gap. So if you're interested in planning and are looking to join a community, I would be so honored and excited if you could join my forums and help us build this great gathering place together. One last note about the sticker kit is that top sheet there that shows all of the functional icons is not included in the free printables on the website. And that's just because they contain the stickers that I need for my own planner for this week of the year. So if there's any stickers in particular that you really like, I can turn them into their own sheet. I just haven't gotten around to that yet. So if there's any stickers you like, let me know and I can upload them to the website for you. Anywho, let's get into the more exciting topics of discussion. So the first thing I want to talk about is where I've been the past 3 months. And some of you may know if you follow my Instagram or just look at my previous videos, I had a baby. I had my son back in May and he'll be 3 months old this Sunday. So I'm just getting out of the 4th trimester is what they sometimes call it, and let me tell you, the 4th trimester is definitely a real thing. Like honestly, it's only been the past week or so that I've started to feel 100% myself and that I have energy to do things other than just be in survival mode of eating and sleeping. Those newborn days are hard. After going through all this, I literally have so much respect for teen moms, single parents, just people with multiple kids. I honestly don't know how people do it, like kudos to you. I think a big part of my struggle though was that in addition to just the normal chaos of having a newborn, I did also suffer from postpartum depression and anxiety, which I've never had any mental or hormonal imbalances like that before, so it really just hit me like a ton of bricks. I'm talking like the first 2 weeks of his life, I just couldn't do anything. I could not function as a person myself. I was having panic attacks. It was really intense. That being said, I feel great, you guys. It's all cleared up now. Life is good. I know some people struggle with it for much longer than I did. I only had it for about 6 or 8 weeks. I know some people deal with it for months, and my heart goes out to them because it's a lot to deal with when you also have a newborn to take care of. Anyways, I really want to write a blog post and potentially make a video about my birth story because it was pretty interesting, you guys. I don't know if any of you are into birth stories or if you've had children yourself or know anything about labor, but I was. I was the person that watched all the birth stories on YouTube while I was pregnant. I did all the research. I pretty much spent my entire life just researching how labor goes and trying to be prepared for everything. There weren't any complications with the labor, but it was just really bizarre and not textbook whatsoever. Like, I was in labor for 5 days. I'm talking like intense contractions, 3 to 5 minutes apart consistently for 5 days. And I'm really not exaggerating, you guys, when I say that they were intense, especially for early labor contractions. I've had kidney stones 3 times before in my life, and so I like to think I have a pretty good idea of what a 10 on the pain threshold is, and generally, I feel like I generally have a pretty high pain tolerance. The thing is not that these contractions were necessarily a 10, but they were pretty consistently like a 7, sometimes they were an 8. And the big thing with that is that in early labor, which is before you're admitted to the hospital and usually before 3 centimeters, sometimes before 5 centimeters even, they're not really supposed to be that painful from what I understand and from talking to other people. Like I was talking to my mom and I mean, she went to the hospital as soon as her contractions were consistently 3 to 5 minutes apart. and they weren't even painful at all. She just noticed that they were getting closer together, so she timed them. She was like, oh yeah, I guess we should go to the hospital. They're, X number of minutes apart. Walked in, was admitted to the hospital, and, that was that. And meanwhile, here I am. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I've been dealing with these painful contractions all day, and I'm trying to go naturally without an epidural. And so the instructor said, you should try to hold out at home as long as you can before you go to the hospital to try to minimize your chances of asking for an epidural, essentially. So I tried to go to sleep. I couldn't sleep through the contractions. They were so bad. I managed to get through that first night of no sleeping. The second day, they continued happening, and it came to the second night of having these, and I hadn't slept all last night, so I was exhausted at this point. So we were like, you know what, let's just go to the hospital because you can't sleep, so you need energy. It's not like we're going to do anything here. So at like 3 in the morning we went to the hospital, and after monitoring us for an hour, they ended up sending us home because I hadn't progressed any. I was still at like 2 centimeters, which I was at the previous couple of weeks. And that was just the start of what was to be a long and interesting labor. So I want to write a blog post going over all the details. I actually have some footage that my husband recorded while we were at the hospital, so potentially I'll even make a video. I'm going to insert a couple clips here so that you can have a little sneak peek of my baby as soon as he was born. So yeah, if that's something that you're interested in, then make sure you're subscribed to my channel because you'll be getting a notification when I post that. So I guess the next topic I wanted to talk about was that I quit my job. So that's kind of cool. We're still not sure if I'm going to be a stay-at-home mom or not, but the main thing is that we wanted to move closer to my family. So we're in the process of trying to uproot right now and find new jobs and buy a house and just everything that goes along with moving to a new area. On the bright side, that means that at least for a little while I'm at home and I can work full-time on producing content for YouTube and my blog and my business and all of that jazz. So I know I've said it before and I know that I've failed before, but I'm really going to try to upload content on a more regular basis. I would love to get a video done every week and be able to say new videos every Friday or something like that. And I definitely appreciate any of you that have stuck around for this long. I've been on YouTube for 2 years now and videos are far and few between, but if anyone's still around, just know that I appreciate you. So what content am I planning on making? Well, firstly, I still use a bullet journal as my main planning mechanism on a daily basis. So I want to get back into that and do plan with me's for each monthly setup. I also have my Erin Condren Life Planner, which I'm using here, which I mostly just have fun in. So I'd like to make some sticker kits and show you guys how to do things, and in general just use it for memory planning and experimenting. This kit in particular was created for the One Clip Art Challenge, which is where you design a kit using just one graphic. And the challenge extends to more than just sticker kits, stickers. It can really be done with anything. In a bullet journal, you can draw a bunch of the same image, or you can use just regular stickers, just a bunch of all the same sticker. Or of course you can design a kit. But the main idea is that using only one graphic to design an entire kit out of it. So I had fun doing that, and it didn't really take all that long because there's only one image, and I thought it could be fun to do one a month and offer it for free on the website. So I think that will be something that I will be attempting. For anyone that was familiar with my Etsy shop as well, I made some kits that had double boxes that went all the way across the page, and they were really pretty and I loved how they turned out, and I would love to make more of those and do videos and play with me's on those. So that's definitely something that is also high on my list of things to do. I also plan on making more DIYs and tutorials because those are always my most popular videos. And in addition, I would love to do some life updates or vlog style things, or just in general, get to know you guys a little better and be more personable. So yeah, I think that's pretty much everything I wanted to cover. I guess I'll jump back into the planning part of the video. So I'm finishing up here. I have all the basic stickers laid out, and this is the sheet that is not in the free printable online because, like I said, those are all stickers that pertain just to what I need to do this week. I recorded this video on Tuesday, so unfortunately I don't put down all the stickers because I don't know what my plans are each and every day. But you can see here I'm putting a cloth diaper day on Tuesday. I use disposables, I do not do cloth full time, but I have some and I thought it would be fun to try and challenge myself to use them as much as possible, maybe like once or twice a week. So that's what I've been doing, and it's actually been going really well. It's not as difficult as I thought it would be because my son only really has a dirty diaper like 2 or 3 times a week, so most days they're just wet diapers, which really are not difficult to handle at all. You just wash them. But I put a laundry day sticker on Wednesday after that because I don't like them sitting around dirty, so I always do laundry after I use the cloth diapers. And I'm also putting the 3-month picture sticker on Sunday when my son turns 3 months, so I can remind myself to take that. I'm also putting a family fun sticker because we are going to see some family that we haven't seen in a while on that day. And that was pretty much everything I could fill out in advance. I added a couple more stickers after I stopped recording and started writing things in pen. But I have here this week I'm keeping track of when I do my stretches and we take walks. I'm also keeping track of what we have for dinner, and in the bottom half boxes I'm keeping track of some memories for memory tracking throughout the week. On Monday my baby had some stomach issues in the middle of the night and did not sleep very well at all. But on Tuesday he slept for 6 hours straight, and I was actually asleep for all the 6 hours, so that was fantastic. So yeah, that's pretty much everything I wanted to talk about. I'm excited to share more with you guys, and thank you so much for watching. If you're interested in joining the forum, the link to that is below.